right, hello juniors. Welcome to week 4 of our AVID class assignments. We're going to go over the assignments that you need to get done this week. Our purpose this week is to go over some time management stuff. We're going to continue to push time management. Time management is essential. You are going to, as you get higher in your academic career, you're going to find that there's going to be less structure. There's going to be less people telling you, right now you need to do this, and then you need to do that, and then you do that. It's kind of like when you're younger and your parents are like, okay, I need you to go take out the trash. And when you come back, they say, all right, now I need you to go clean the floor. And then after you clean the floor, okay, now I need to go clean your room or something like that. But when you get older, your parents, as they're walking out the door, usually are like, oh, by the way, make sure to feed the dog, clean your room, do the trash, and I expect it all done when I get home. And then they leave you, right? And you have all this time that you need to get these things done. And it's up to you to decide, do I do it all right away? Do I wait a little bit? Do I do them in order? Do I spread them out? And that is really the key to being in college. One of the reasons that a lot of people go to college and eventually struggle and sometimes even drop out is because they can't manage their time once they're away from their parents and their brothers and sisters and things like that, because you're treated like an adult in college. It's your job to know when to go to class. It's not the professor's job. Some colleges don't even require attendance. They don't even know your name. I mean, I've had professors that walk in. I've walked up to the professor after class and go, how's it going? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm in your class. And they're like, okay. And I'm just like, okay. So I got a question, and I started talking about my question. You know, when you're in big colleges and universities where there's like 100 to 200 people in a class, they don't know your name other than, you know, name on a list when they give you grades or something like that. So it's really a lot on you. And if you're struggling right now with, you know, getting started at home right now, especially you're at home, right? You're at home pretty big chunk of the day, I would assume. And, you know, you've got to be a self-starter. You got to decide, okay, at this time I'm going to do my work and I'm going to get it done. And then I'm going to relax. And then I'm going to do all these other things. It's your schedule. You have to decide how to get it done. So anyway, this is a valuable tool, especially something we push here in AVID to help you out. In addition to that, we're going to start looking at colleges this week as well. Okay, so let's take a look at what you need to do. All right, week 4. So like I said, this video will be here. Hopefully I can learn how to spell the word universities right. There we go. It's not like I didn't go to one or something. All right, 3 things you need to get done this week. Oh, in fact, 4 things I forgot to put. The Cornell Notes questions and summary that you did last week for 4 classes, that is a standing thing. Expect to do that each week, and that is in the online notebook. Okay? That is just going to be how we roll. You should be getting yourself in the habit. If you had any questions, hopefully you reached out to me with that. It's under your name over here on the left into class notes. I'll click on Angelica, our senior. So you should click on your name. You should see class notes. And then when you click there, you should have weeks 3 through 9 set up. Week 3 should have already been done because we're now on week 4. And I'll be grading those this week. But that's the first thing you need to get done this week is the Cornell Notes question summary. Just that's an ongoing thing every week. Now you can change which 4 classes you're doing. So you don't have to do the same 4 every week, but I do want you to reflect on 4 classes of learning. All right, what else are we going to be doing this week? You're going to be doing a reflection. That's a written paragraph. You're going to make a schedule for your week, and then we're going to get a list of 20 colleges. Just names. Just 20 names of colleges that you want, but I'm going to show you how to go through and find those. Okay, assignment number 1, like I said, your Cornell Notes questions and summary. Hopefully you're feeling comfortable with that. If you're not, please reach out. I don't know you don't know how to do something until you let me know. Assignment number 2. Okay, last week in week 3, you should have made a log, right? Where you wrote down at 10 o'clock to 10:30, I worked on English, or 9 to 10, I was in a check-in meeting, but then from 10 to 10:30, I worked on my math homework. You should have just written it down when you worked on it. That was what the expectation was last week. So now we're going to use that log and we're going to reflect on it. We're going to see, like, let's learn something about you as a student and see how it goes. So from the log that you made last week, on a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being the best, how would you rate your productivity and ability to get work done? Did you feel that you really got all your work done last week with good quality? Or were you feeling like I was rushed, or I was waiting till the last minute, or I had to skip some things, or I forgot about some things? Like, how did your week go? Give yourself a score between 1 and 10 and explain why. That's actually question number 2. Give yourself a score and explain why. So this is in complete sentences. These are not little just tidbit sentence. Everything we write in AVID is complete sentences in as much detail as possible, just like the summary. All right, question number 2. Which times of day did you get more accomplished when you sat down to work? Okay, did you get more work done in the morning? Look back at your log. When did you work? Did you work in the mornings? Did you work in the afternoons? Did you work at nights? Did you work weekends? Like, look at when you work and say, okay, I did most of my work at night, or I did most of my work in the morning. Okay, that's like a sentence. Did you find that working in large blocks of time, so like a large block would be like 3 hours straight, was better? Or did you like working in smaller chunks of time, like half hour or an hour, and then take a break, and then another hour, and then take a break? Like, which one did you find you work better in? Are you the kind of person just sits down and just knocks it out 3 hours, let's just get it done? Or are you like, man, I'm gonna work on this one class for like half hour, then I'm gonna get something to eat, and I'm gonna come back and work on this other class, and I'm gonna watch TV or something for a little bit, you know, check my phone, whatever I gotta do. Like, how do you work? How are you most productive? Did you space out your work all the week, or did you like just do it all in 1 day or 2 days? Like, for instance, do you do a little on Monday, a little on Tuesday, a little on Wednesday, spread it out over the week? Or do you just like, nah, man, I just wait till Friday, and then Saturday I just get everything done? Okay, I don't know how you work. This is, again, a reflection on you. Next question. Did you wait until the last minute, like at the end of the weekend or at the end of the week, to do most of it? Are you procrastinating is basically what I'm asking here. Are you not getting yourself started earlier on? Are you waiting till right before things are due? Okay, be honest with yourself. Again, I'm not going to grade you on right or wrong. This is your reflection. This is who you are as a student. I just want you to be aware of it. So you got to be truthful. And then give yourself some suggestions. If I were to redo this week, if I was going to do it all over again, what would I have done differently? I would have started earlier. I would have, you know, done my work on Mondays and Tuesdays instead of waiting until Thursdays and Fridays. I would have paid more attention in the check-in meetings. I would have showed up to the check-in meetings. I would have asked more questions on Wednesday, or, you know, whatever it is you think would have helped. Give yourself some suggestions. So all these questions answered is going to be just one paragraph, probably somewhere around a half page written, quarter page typed, something like that. But make sure you hit all the questions. That's the real important part. Okay, so that's your reflection. Look at your log from last week. Answer these questions. All right. After you've done this reflection, then you can go on to assignment number 3, which is to make yourself a new schedule. So we actually want you to make a schedule. What's the difference between a schedule and a log? A log is just like, this is what happened. A schedule is before anything happens, you plan it out and you say, this is how I think it's going to work best. And so you make a whole plan for the whole week. And so I'm going to help you with that. So there's a video right here where I walk you through on a piece of paper on how to set up your paper for the week and to make a schedule. And these are the actual written instructions. But I go through these written instructions on the video. So you can either watch the video or you can read the instructions. But basically what you're going to do is 7 days a week, 7 columns. You put in your important events first. Then you add in classes like your check-in meetings and things like that. Then add in stuff that's for personal reasons too. Don't forget to add personal stuff in here too, because you got a personal life too. I recommend this physical fitness, at least 30 minutes a day. That's a good idea to keep you going. Find some way to be fit 30 minutes a day. And then at the end, schedule in eating, schedule in relaxation. Like, it's okay to schedule TV time and phone time and computer time and chilling time and, I don't know, staring at the wall time, whatever kind of time you like. Like, for instance, tonight I'm watching the Laker game. And so I've already scheduled that. I'm going to do all these videos right now. And when I'm done with these videos, I'm going to sit down and watch the Lakers. Hopefully they don't lose. And that's how I run my day. And it really helps you like, all right, I'm going to work now, but I know I get to have fun later. So I'm going to focus right now. These are the little tricks to becoming a successful time manager. So watch the video. I go through these instructions on the video. You're going to make a schedule for the week. Now, here's the tricky part of this. I want you to make this schedule starting Monday. So that means that you got to do the reflection on Monday and you got to do the schedule on Monday. And here's the tricky part. I'm not going to actually see the juniors, or we're not going to talk about junior stuff until Wednesday. So hopefully you're watching this video before Wednesday and you're checking out the online notebook before Wednesday, and you're not waiting until somebody tells you what to do. If you didn't see this video or go through this assignment before I told you on Wednesday, you've got a time management thing you need to work on. Yes, you do. All right, so reflection on last week, schedule for this week, and then the last thing for this week is to create a list of about 20 colleges or universities. And you're probably like, where do I start? Well, there's this site called Big Future. It's actually run by College Board. College Board, if you're not familiar with College Board is kind of like the NCAA of college applications. If you know how sports work in colleges, this is like the group right here that like kind of puts all the college stuff together. If you were a 10th grader at Castle Park, you should have taken the PSAT last year, and they should have given you a College Board account so you could actually sign into College Board right here at the top. If you don't remember that or you never did that, that's okay. We will get to that because you should take the PSAT this year as a junior as well. But that's optional. The only reason you would want to sign in is because it can link all of your searches to your account, and so you'll never lose your searches. You'll keep track of all the stuff you do. But again, it's not necessary. All right, so what happens? All right, you come to the homepage, a Big Future. Click on Search for Colleges. And it's going to give you a list of things that you can start. Like, you know, when you narrow a search in Google, like, add these words, don't look for these words. I'm only looking for videos. I'm only looking for pictures. Same thing here, but instead of that stuff, we're looking for college stuff. So this is your filters here on the left side. So like type of school. Do you want 4-year or 2-year or both? So you click both. Do you want public, private? For profit means that they make money off of you. So read into that. Most people, I don't know too many people who have gone to a for-profit school. That's like Trump University, if you know what I'm talking about there. School size. Do you want a small school? Do you want a medium school, a large school? If you want all of them, just click all three or leave it blank. Co-ed, women. And you're probably looking at this going, wait a second, this list looks kind of familiar. Yes, this is the list of criteria that we did together last week. I didn't just make that out of nowhere. Remember the list and we ranked them, like what's most important to me? So you should use that list. All right, we said the most important thing to me was majors and programs. So I come down here to majors and learning environment. And you select the things that you're looking for. I'm looking for business. I'm looking for science. I'm looking for health. And then any special programs you're looking for, honors programs, independent study, distance learning. If you like digital learning, they have colleges for that. You want to be a teacher one day. You want to go into liberal arts or career. These are all things you could be looking at. Sports. We talked about, do you like sports? Okay. Add a sport. So you can click here. Oh, gender first. So let's say I'm a guy, so I'll put men's. And then boom, I can just click all the sports that I definitely want my college to have. So I definitely want them to have a men's water polo team, let's just say. So then they add that in, and now they've limited to all the colleges that have water polo. So if they don't have a water polo team, it's not going to come up in my search. And maybe I want, you know, I like baseball too. So I'm going to put that one into it. So they got to have baseball and water polo. I'm just not going to that college. And so that is now limited. See how it says even must have, I want it, I don't care. You know, you can change that as well. So it's like, I want it, but it's not like, if they don't have a water polo team, I'm not gonna be upset. Greek life, fraternities and sororities, activities. These are some of the activities that they could be limited by. Credit, campus and housing, location. If you click on location, because that's usually a big one for folks. Find colleges close to home. So you can actually put your zip code. If it lets me. Oh, wait. So I want to say, you know what? I want to be within, 200 miles of Chula Vista. So 91911. And so now it just limited all my colleges by being within 200 miles of Chula Vista. Or maybe you're like, you know what? I don't care. I don't mind being 1,000 miles away from Chula Vista. And so look, so you can see ASU, that's Arizona State, BYU, that's in Utah. All these searches have come. Do I want to be, in the West? Do I want to be in the New England area, the Mid-Atlantic? Mid-Atlantic is like Washington, D.C. kind of area. South is like, Georgia, Florida, Mississippi, Alabama. Southwest is like Arizona, New Mexico. And then the West, I think they would include like Washington and Oregon in on the West as well. Or you can pick actual states. You can say, you know what? I want California schools. I want, I'll go to Florida. Looks like a fun place to go. I'll go to, where's New York? Let's go check off New York. I'll go to New York. Okay. And then even if you want to look outside the United States, other different parts of the country here, other countries as well. Maybe you're like, yeah, I'm interested in studying in, I don't know. Let's go England. That's not on here. Oh, it's probably called United Kingdom. There it is. Okay. And so anyway, you do all this stuff. Now I got 0 results. So apparently there's no schools that are within 500 miles that have those sports. So I got to expand stuff. Let's go. Don't care too much. There we go. Okay. So it starts listing all these universities. And really what I want you to do for this week is just start checking them out. Some of these you've probably heard of, like Arizona State. Some of them you might not have heard of, like Ashland. I don't know. Ashland is in Ohio. I don't know that one. Biola, which is up in La Mirada. That is, I think, north of Los Angeles. Birmingham, Alabama. Waco, Texas, which is where Baylor is. Boston College, Boston University. And again, look, 186 came up. Okay. So you just keep checking them out. San Bernardino. So you can see all the California schools are here. Los Angeles, Long Beach, San Luis Obispo, Chico, Fresno, Fullerton. Brother went to Fullerton. Vallejo, Thousand Oaks, Pasadena, Riverside. These are all California places. But, look, Brown University, that's in Rhode Island. So anyway, you're just going to explore. I just want you to explore, check out the schools. If you want to know more about them, like College of the Redwoods, what the heck is that? So you go click on it, and you can go check it out. They'll give you some information about it. I do not want to test with any new products, sorry. And so they say it's a medium-sized school. It's 2-year, it's public, it's co-ed. Tuition and fees, $1,400 in-state, $9,000 out-of-state, $1,400 in-state. Even if that's quarters, that's pretty cheap. So that's, it's pretty good. Average SAT score is about 1,085. You get financial need met. That means like people were able to pay for their finances. 66 different majors. It's got a rural campus. It gives you an address where it gives you a website. It just gives you information. Just, at this point, and you can click over here for more information, campus life. 96% of the students at their school are from the state of California. Only about 4% come from out of state. Housing, co-ed housing. Okay, maybe that's a bummer for you. Maybe that's something you like. Activities that they have, jazz band, student newspaper, sports. They're the sports programs that they have. Okay, so they don't have any Division I schools. Intercollegiate is like different colleges competing against each other, but it's not like NCAA. Intramural is like you're on a basketball team and you play with other people from your college, but it's like just for fun. And then scholarship. Well, I guess they have some scholarship stuff. Okay, they have a soccer team. Well, a soccer for women, not a soccer for men. Look at that. How interesting. But they have a men's golf team. These are all just stuff to check out. And so this is what I want you to do. You can start creating a list. You can click add to my list. And so it'll add it down here to your list of colleges. If you sign in, they'll be able to get you signed up. If you all want to sign up and create a new account, you can do that too. It's totally up to you. But this is where I want you to just start exploring different schools. And so that's Big Future. It's a college search engine. And I'll give you some instructions. But at the end of the day, I want you to come up with a list of 20 universities that you're interested in. And I'm not going to hold you to that. I'm not going to be like a year from now, like, well, you said back in August that you were. No, I'm not going to be like that. Okay. If you change your mind, you change your mind. That's totally okay. But I just want to get you started to think about the schools that you want to go to. Okay. That's it. So a reflection, a schedule, a list of 20 schools, and don't forget about your corner notes, questions, and summary. All right. That is it. I will see all of you on Wednesday. But again, start your schedule on Monday. Don't forget about that. Reflection and schedule Monday, and then we'll talk on Wednesday. All right, everybody. I'll see you on Wednesday.